Findlay Market opened 164 years ago. And ever since day one, Eckerlin Meats and their famous Geta have been there too. And it's been all in the family ever since. We are delighted to have the latest generations to carry on the legacy with us this morning in the U.S. Bank Customer Spotlight. Bob and Josh Lillis are with Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Peg. Bob and Josh, thanks for being here today.
Good morning. How you doing?
You know, 164 years in business, I think the only word I can think of is wow. How have you and the generations before you been able to stay in business and, in all kinds of different, economic recessions, good times, bad times? How have you done it?
I'd tell you, our success is customer service and quality product. And we've been a stickler about that from day one. And I know my grandma kind of instilled that in me and my dad. And it's just been very, very successful. Build a good relationship with your customers and give them the best product you can give them.
Yeah, and both of those have to go in hand. One doesn't necessarily bring them back. You got to have both.
Right.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit. I'll start with you, Bob, then we'll go to Josh. How's business changed over the 36 years that you've been taking it over?
Well, no question about it. Findlay Market and the OTR has just exploded over the last, 10, 15 years. And, it's always been a place to shop and go, in the early days. But people are shopping a little bit different today. They're coming every other day or, every 3 days instead of once a week like they used to. And it's, we see more people coming more often, which is a lot of fun. And they're bringing their friends with them. So it's...
Well, that's kind of the beauty of it and the way I feel it. I come there because I can get fresh stuff. So if I buy it once a week, it's not really that fresh when I go to cook it.
Absolutely.
If I come every day, it is.
And people are zipping in and zipping out, and they just love the idea of, talking to us, learning how to cook something, or, what's our newest creation.
Absolutely. Josh, how about you? How have you seen it change since you've been there? I know you were there as a little boy, but since you've been actively there.
Right. Well, it's kind of all about the standard. Always wanted to keep that standard as high as we can. Like he said, it used to be, shop for the week, and now it's shop for your dinner that evening. So, I mean, being part of the fiber of the neighborhood for so long, it's really important that we keep that customer relationship. You got to get to know your customers. You got to get to know, who they're cooking for and their families as well, just like we would with our own families,
Well, you do a great job. Is it really true, and I know your retail business is busy, but is it really true that you guys sell over 2,000 pounds of Geta?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've been pushing our Geta very hard we saw a lot of restaurants in town. We partnered with...
That's a lot of Geta.
It's a lot of Geta. It's a ton a week.
And we're still not sick of it. We're still not sick of it.
And we're getting calls every week about somebody new that wants to try it, at their restaurant or hotel.
It's definitely a challenge, to a lot of tourists coming through town, to get everybody on board with what Geta is, give them a sample, a taste of it.
I was in there a few weeks ago, and evidently there was a group in from out of town, and you were out there explaining the whole Geta process because they had no idea what it was.
Right.
And that's what I think is another great thing about the way you guys do business is, as you said, whether it's a recipe, I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, well, how would I make that?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you're talking, and next thing you know, you're giving them a bag of spice, and it's great.
Yeah, we're constantly giving out samples, and we partner with a federal facility in Camp Washington, which we can make large quantities, and we still make a lot at Findlay, and it's just been a great partnership.
That's awesome. Now, Bob, in the next segment, we're going to have a new small business owner who just opened up in the market right on Elm Street. What advice would you give him as he starts his new business?
Well, I walked into Dave's shop, and he was just big smile on his face, and right then I knew he was going to do fine. It's just taking care of that customer who enjoys the cigar and knows a little bit about different cigars and where they come from, and just build a good relationship with them, just like we do in the beef business. Dave's certainly got some great enthusiasm. He opened up a little dude daycare in the back.
I can't wait to ask you that question.
Packed. And I think I was one of the first guys back there, so I feel pretty good about that.
So if he's missing, we know where he is, right?
Exactly.
I'm not supposed to say that.
Well, guys, thanks so much for being here. I'm in your shop at least twice a week, if not 3 or 4 times. And I don't care if it's breakfast time, getting the breakfast sandwiches, getting my dinner. It's just an incredible place to shop, and such a big part of what I think. That's what I consider Findlay Market is you guys.
Absolutely.
So, thanks a lot for being on, and best of luck for another 164 years.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks. You bet.